Greetings, this is Paul the Poke from paulthepoke.com. Today's topic, trend update. ISIS surrounded in Mosul, or what is ancient Nineveh, April 3, 2017. Scripture references out of Nahum 3, verse 1, woe to the bloody city, completely full of lies and pillage, her prey never departs. Also from Nahum 3, verse 3, horsemen charging, swords flashing, spears gleaming, many slain. A mass of corpses and countless dead bodies. They stumble over the dead bodies. And so the prophet Nahum is describing the future destruction of the area of what is ancient Nineveh in his short book. April 3, 2017, death toll is mounting in what is modern day Mosul, Iraq, or what is ancient Nineveh. And ISIS has been surrounded in western Mosul, Iraq. Desperate times call for desperate measures. And what we have here is a map of the area of western Mosul. You can see the Tigris River dividing the eastern part of the city from the western part of the city. And what we're going to look at here is to the southwest, where you see some of the bombing activity. A couple of weeks ago on March 17, air raids involving F-16s were noted in western Mosul. And the population of western Mosul, west of the Tigris, is about 400,000. The Al-Jadidi area was devastated, and that's where you see this area down here to the south and west of downtown Mosul. And it's estimated that over 200 civilians were killed in the bombing. Belgium is currently investigating the bombing, and they are also participating in the United States-led coalition against ISIS. Now, bodies are still being recovered from the events 2.5 weeks later. ISIS is an obstacle to the progress in the recovery of the bodies by dropping bombs from drones. And so if you see the picture over here on the right part of the screen, this is an ISIS manufactured drone. And with this, this is, per somebody on the ground, this is an example of the drone. And they use explosives and also a bottle of toxic gas that they will drop from these bombs. So some of the things going on in and around Mosul. If you're interested in the story and more in depth, dailymail.co.uk, Belgium probes Mosul airstrikes killed 200 civilians. Food and water are in short supply. Civilians are trapped with no escape. ISIS is taking people's homes and vehicles. Stolen homes have been rigged with bombs. Stolen cars are used for suicide bomb missions against enemy tanks. And this is a quote from a gentleman named Omar. He's a 39-year-old resident of the old city in Mosul. And I quote, "I am with my family in my neighbor's house, which is fairly big and contains about 35 people. Children are crying from hunger, and we've run out of the flour. We have only wheat and bran that we put some water in to become soft and give it to the children." And again, that's from a gentleman who's trapped in the old city of Mosul. And that's from an article from independent.co.uk. ISIS Mosul, West Old City, Iraq battle, war, civilians, airstrikes, U.S. coalition, Daesh. Is the link. Links will be provided for all these articles if you folks want to read in more depth. Now, allegedly, ISIS is down to roughly 1,000 fighters by some accounts, and weapons and ammunition are reportedly starting to dwindle. Now, when they started, it was estimated they had 7,000 fighters in Mosul, east and west of the Tigris. And that's per Al-Masdar News. That's out of Syria. ISIS began to run out of ammunition, weapons in the Battle of Mosul. And so you can see it's taken its toll on people, all sides, lots of death. And then remember, this is lurking too. Nahum 2, verse 6, the gates of the rivers are opened and the palace is dissolved. They're still working on that dam up there, the Mosul Dam. So not a good situation in and around Mosul, ancient Nineveh. If you're interested in this, please feel free to check out paulthepoke.com. There's a link provided following this story going back a couple years now in regards to the happenings in and around Mosul, Iraq. Thanks for listening. Take care. Bye.